This is like a month and 2 weeks after delivery, and I'm finally bringing out the labor and delivery video up here for you guys to see. Hi guys, Gloria Owen is my name, like you all know, and it's been a while. Looking at me now, seeing my face, I'm looking so beautiful. I'm glowing. I'm looking amazing. It has not been easy. Yeah, this is my face. This is my real face after delivery. If you just see my face for the very first time, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet to be a part of this amazing family. Like this video, share to your friends and your loved ones, and please watch this video to the very end. You will enjoy watching. It's always fun, it's always a good time, it's always entertaining here on this channel. Ask the oldies, they will tell you. Today's video is going to be all about the labor and delivery. I have a newborn, I have a toddler, I have a kid, if that's the word, and they're on holidays. So please pardon me if you're going to be hearing a lot of noise in this video. You're going to be hearing a lot of distractions because it is what it is. But I'm going to film this video today, and nothing is going to stop me from filming this video today, whether the devil like it or yes, because this video is a reality. So guys, I'm actually loving the new look. I'm glowing, I'm looking fine. Yes, I don't need you to tell me because I know that I am. And the past 1 month and some weeks now, for some few weeks now, it has not always been like this. It has been, let me use the word terrible, but in all, I give God all the glory. I'm grateful to God that we went there, myself and my baby, in the womb, and we came back alive and healthy, myself and my baby in my arms this time around. So it all started October last year. Actually, truthfully, I didn't know I was pregnant at first. I didn't know I was pregnant. It was, I think it was my husband that even brought it to my attention. Like, babe, your period has not come. Oh. How far? Are you not sure you are? I was like, I just took it with a pinch of salt. But some few minutes later, I now started thinking about what he said, and I was like, it was not starting to make meaning to me. I was like, okay, I'm going to do the test, the urine test, and to see if it's positive, fine. If it's not, but then I wasn't like my mind was not so much into the whole thing. I just let shall just do it. So I did the urine test, and shockingly, is there an English like that? Shockingly, but to my amazement, I was so shocked. I saw two red lines. I was like, Jesus, I'm pregnant. I was so surprised. Like I didn't see it coming. I didn't plan for it. It just happened. And I'm just so grateful to God because the blessings of the Lord make it rich and has no sorrow with it. Yeah. So that was how the whole journey started. And then first trimester came, second trimester like that. Though when I did that urine test, I prayed to God about it, and God just laid it in my spirit that this particular pregnancy, I'm going to be documenting everything. I'm going to be documenting everything because my previous pregnancies, I didn't have the opportunity to, you know, document any of these things. Pardon me if I'm saying so much because some people here will say I just go straight to the point, but I need to, establish this before I begin to tell you the whole story and everything that happened during the labor and delivery. So fast forward to my third trimester. I don't know if I'm going to post this video before my third trimester shenanigans. I don't know anyone that will come. Maybe this one might come first before that one. But I'm definitely going to post my third trimester, what to expect, everything that you see during your third trimester, everything that will happen to yourself, your body, your baby, and all of that. So I don't know which one will come first. But as well to that time, I think that was when I started having a lot of, pregnancy struggles. Let me use that word, pregnancy struggles, because I was getting very close to due date. I was getting very close to delivery. At from 36 weeks, 37 weeks, 38, 39 weeks, I was already tired and exhausted. I just wanted to go and deliver, you know. And one of the days I had my antenatal appointment, I think that day was my no the day after, maybe the day before was to be my birthday or so. So I really wanted to give birth on my birthday. My due date was a bit close to my birthday, so I was just hoping that God would just do one kind miracle. God would just do miracle, and I'm going to give birth on my birthday. But God so kind, it didn't happen that way. I gave birth the day God wanted me to give birth, and the day baby wanted to come for that was when baby came for. So I went to the antenatal that Wednesday, and I was hopeful. I was hopeful that I was going to, at least, if I don't give birth that day, the next day I'll put to bed. But when I got to the hospital, it didn't happen the way I planned for it to happen. They just did the normal examination and everything like that, and then I came back home. I was so hard on myself. I was just all over the place because at that point in time I was already tired. I just wanted to just go and give birth and then come back home. On my way coming back, I got some fruits. I got some things that I know I can take. It's like my baby's awake. I'll be right back, guys. Like I said, it's almost impossible making a video with a newborn. But the Lord is my strength. Do you see this video? I will do it today. Whether people like it or not. So I'm kind of like having a lot of constraints making this video. Well, my baby is here, is being cranky and all. It's just God that will help me this period because I don't know, making a video with newborn can be this difficult. And my phone is giving me issues like temperature is high. Every two minutes the temperature is high. So let me just quickly do this. I have it written down here. So I'm going to read it kind of for you guys and attach the videos and pictures that I did in the hospital and in the labor room. And maybe, most likely, I might also add a voiceover to it. Please, guys, pardon me. I want this video to be very enjoyable. I want you guys to enjoy this video. I want you to enjoy the video. Yeah. So I'm going to try as much as possible to make it enjoyable. So it all started on the 19th. The contraction was on and off, and then I went to the hospital around like 11 p.m. thereabouts that evening, hoping to give birth that day. Sorry, sorry. So I was hopeful that I was going to give birth that evening. Yeah. So when I went there, the nurse checked, and when the nurse checked me, I was 2 cm dilated. Say hi to my people. Hello. Hi, people. Mommy is about to talk to you all about how I came forth. So I was hoping that I was going to, you know, deliver that night, and the nurse checked me. I was just 2 cm dilated. So that was how I was there like that all through the night, contracting, having serious contraction. I had serious contraction all through that night. I was still at 2 cm dilated. Bless you, boy. I was still at 2 cm dilated. So the next day, the nurses for that morning section, they usually have shifts there. For that morning shift, yes, they came and they also checked me that morning. I was still 2 cm dilated. It was that bad. So all the contraction pain I had all through the night was just, there was no improvement. Like my service was just there. It remained there with all the contraction pain and all of that. So after they checked me that morning, I'm just trying to be fast. After they checked me that morning, they were like, since I'm still 2 cm dilated, there's no improvement, that I should go home. I should go home. I should go and labor at home. That was what they told me. I was disappointed, but what do I do? I had no choice. I had to go. So I went home that day. I felt really sad and all that. So about 2 days later, I saw my mucus plug. It felt and it came out. One of the, they will tell you in the hospital that one of the signs of labor is your mucus plug is going to fall, your water will break, and contraction pain. I've been having contraction pain, but this time around, mucus plug came out. But I wasn't so eager to go back to the hospital, because of the last experience I had. I went there, even with the contraction pain, I was still 2 cm dilated. I didn't want to go to the hospital and then they would ask me to come back again, to go back home again. So I just said no. Let me allow the contraction to just keep going. Maybe if water breaks and the contraction is very, very serious, and then I might now go to the hospital. So after seeing the mucus plug, I didn't even bother. I did not go. I was still at home. About 2 days later again, my water now broke. I slept, and when I woke up, I saw water everywhere. I sure knew it was not urine. That was how the water was just coming, but it wasn't consistent. It was just coming out gradually, gradually, gradually. That was 2 days to my next hospital appointment day. So why I didn't, I wasn't so tensed and I wasn't so in a hurry to go after that water breakage, because I know that I'll be going to the hospital 2 days after. You get. So after that, and the day of my appointment, I now went to the clinic. When I got to the hospital, I explained to them that my water has broken 2 days ago, although it wasn't consistent and all of that. So the doctor was like, that is very, very risky. That my water cannot just rupture for 2 days and I haven't delivered. That is risky for myself and it's risky for baby. Because baby can have baby can have infection. Because once the water breaks, that means the body is open and is open to infection and all that. So they were like, they won't allow me to go, that I should remain in the hospital. So I waited and then they took me to the lab. We did scan and everything. And when they did the scan, after I gave the scan results to the doctor was like, they have to admit me, that my husband should go home to bring my things, that I'm going to be admitted and I'll be induced so that the labor can start, because baby is already distressed. Water has started, my water has ruptured, labor is not so consistent, labor is just there, my service is not opening, so they have to induce me because it's risky for the baby's what did they even call it, is it fetal heart rate is dropping down at that point in time. So it was like an emergency case, that is either they induce me or we go for an emergency CS. So we opted for the induction. So my husband went home to get my things. He went home to get my things and I was admitted. They gave me a room and all that, and then I was induced that evening. So I labored all through that evening till the next morning. The next morning again, they checked. Well, in fact, at this point in time, I was tired already, because why are you smiling? I was tired already because the checking. In fact, I even sustained an injury in my VJ. Yeah, I sustained injury there because of the consistent checking and all that. I was tired at that point in time. But when they checked that morning, I was 3 cm. So it means that all through the labor I had all through that night, it was just 1 cm that moved. So we're having consistent delay in this whole, dilation thing. I wasn't dilating. So we got tired and then we were like, when the nurses for the next morning came, my husband was like, what are we going to do? This thing is taking longer than expected and all of that. At that point in time, we were confused. We didn't know what to do. It was as if that nurse that came that morning, it was just God that brought the baby. When she came, she now went to meet the doctor and explained to the doctor. At that point in time, the doctor had already given up on my case, because all he wanted was just for us to go for CS so that to save baby, because he has explained so many things, but we're like, "Oh, we can't start just up for CS like that now. I'm not having any contraction whatsoever. It's just the ruptured water and all that. Why not just wait a while? Let's see if the labor will come so that I can deliver normally, instead of just opting for CS when labor has not started." So the man was like, "But we induced yesterday. Now what happened after the induction? The induction failed. I wasn't I wasn't dilating and all that." So the doctor had already given up on my case. You get. So when the nurse wanted to go back to give the report to the doctor, I don't know, something kind of held her back. She was like, "Let her just induce me again so that she can monitor the contraction timing from the time she induced me." Because when they induced me the previous night, she wasn't in the hospital, she wasn't on her shifts. It was that morning she came. So she induced me again that morning. And after she induced me, she was like, I should go and take my shower. So I went into the bathroom to bathe in the hospital there. Immediately I entered the bedroom to bathe. I was done. I was done bathing and then I noticed some stuff coming out from my body. What is it? I should not talk again. I noticed some stuff coming out from my body. I now called the nurse. I was like, "Nurse, see o, kilode, kilode." I now called the nurse. I was like, "Nurse, see o, see something coming out from my body o." This boy. So when she came, she checked and she shouted, "Jesus!" Meconium, meconium. In my head, I was like, God, because I know what that is. Meconium happened to my son, my first son when I had him. Although his own is that he actually pulled in my stomach and he swallowed the meconium, and he swallowed it. But this time around, this one he pulled in my stomach, he swallowed it. So the substance of the meconium self was still inside the water. The meconium was so much in the water that it caused a lot of complications for us, but God came through, you know. So she screamed and she was like, meconium, meconium. She now went to call the doctor's attention. The doctor was still reluctant to even come and check me and know what's happening. So she was like, okay, I should go into the labor room again. Let her check me at this point in time because it was after the induction that she did for me that morning. Meconium water came out, and then I was now having kind of serious contraction pain. So when she took me back into the labor room, she now checked. At this time, I had moved from 3 to 5 cm. So now like, ah, thank God. God has started doing his work. The dilation has started progressing and all of that. So she was like, okay, I should just remain there. She checked my BP, she checked the baby's fetal heart, she checked my heartbeat, my everything. Everything was okay. So she was like, I was just there, I was laboring, I was just there praying and hoping that dilation will be as fast as possible. So about some few minutes later, let's say like 30 to 45 minutes later, she checked again. This time I was 6 cm dilated. She was so hopeful. It was like the nurse is just like God sent. She was so hopeful. She was just encouraging me, like, Madam, don't worry, you're going to deliver before my shift for the morning will finish. I was like, okay, amen. I was like, okay, amen. Let's get our fingers crossed and let's keep believing God that it's going to be as you have said. Because at that point in time, I won't lie to you. I don't think I even have the strength to pray again at that time, you know. So I kept on laboring and all that. And then the labor pain increased. The timing was now about 15 minutes interval. She checked me again. This continuous checking that is like hell. Checked again. I had moved from 6 cm to 8 cm. And she was so happy. I had moved from that 8 cm to from that 6 p.m. to 8 cm, right? So she was not like, okay, she's going to call the doctor now. Before she even left me, I was like, Madam, please, I want to that I'm pressed. I really need to poop. She was not like, ah, don't poop here too. Just hold that poop. Let me go and call the doctor. She was not like, okay, before she even go back again to go and call the doctor, let her check again. At this time that she checked, I was already 10 cm dilated, fully dilated. So the whole process just happened between a twinkle of an eye. Like God just did his magic, sharp, sharp. Everything was just happening sharp, sharp. So she was not like, ah, madam, this thing, you are fully dilated. Let me go and call doctor. She was like, ah, which church do you attend? You must be a Christian. God is doing wonders in me. At that point in time, I could not even laugh. Sorry, Bobo. Sorry. I said, yeah, I told you you are not hungry. Hmm? Your stomach is full. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not giving you. So she just quickly rushed to call the doctor. And then when the doctor came, he was amazed. He was shocked at the progress, at the way, the speed and the rate at which everything just happened. He was like, ah, madam, which church they go? Waiting be your pastor name. Now, pastor, I've been a reverend, I've been a bishop, and all that. God so kind. When the whole labor stuff started, I was not gushing out. That was when the whole water was not coming out from my body. The water was gushing out, but it was filled with a lot of meconium. So they were scared, like, hey Jesus, the baby would have been stressed by now because of the whole meconium thing. Like this baby has been laboring for days. Baby has been laboring to come out for days, you know. So they were like, Madam, push, oh, your baby is stressed and all that. Please try and push this baby out so that baby will be okay and all that. So I pushed the first time. At that point, I was so tired. I didn't even have the strength to push anymore. I pushed the second time. God so kind. I think it was after the third push that my baby came out. So I gave it to this baby naturally. He came out okay and well. He cried, though he had a little, blood clots in his eyes because of the stress at which he has been inside, struggling to come out and all that. But after some time, it's faded out. So that was how it all happened. I'm trying to make this video fast because as I'm even tired. I hope you enjoyed watching. I want to bring this video to an end now. It was just God all the way. I labored for days. I wasn't dilating. The progress was slow, but at the 11th hour, God came and everything happened so swiftly and so fast. And here is our baby. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Please encourage me by subscribing, like, share this video. Drop a comment for me in the comment section. If you have any question you want to ask, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. I'll definitely respond to all your questions. Thank you and see you again in another amazing video. Bye.